Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Doing your research, being findable, putting your stuff out there, making sure you are discoverable online, making sure you're discoverable, and whoever wants to know the information, it's accessible to whoever is willing to find the information. All of that can happen. Everything I just kind of rambled out there can happen within maybe 30 seconds. You could find out what you need to know about a person. You find out enough about a person within 30 seconds if you have the right mindset. All right. If you have the right mindset and if you're already putting your stuff out there. Now, the question now becomes, what makes you discover a person? What makes you look a person up? What is going to make it so somebody who doesn't know you is going to look you up, read something that you put online, or read an article, read something that's out there on you, find out, not find out everything about you, but find out what you want, them to find out. All right. So let me just tell you what got me on that rant, what got me thinking about that is just yesterday at the Center for Creative Education. And if you don't know, I'm a teacher at the Center for Creative Education in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it's a charter school K through 5, and we really focus on increasing the reading levels of our students, making sure all the kids are reading on grade level as they go into those middle school years. And we have accepted how important it is to have an art-based curriculum in which we're teaching creative thinking, teaching creative problem solving. All that stuff is what goes down at the Center for Creative Education, right? Yesterday they had an event. They had an event hosted by the Early Learning Coalition, or Early Literacy Coalition. I believe that name is Early Literacy Coalition or something like that. And it was a panel discussion between the president of our school, who's Bob Hammond, and the president of their organization, who is a lady named Kristen Codler. Ironically, they both attended Marshall University. Good old Thunder and Herd, baby, Thunder and Herd, right? So it's pretty cool to kind of see them interact, and gave me some goals and things like that. Because I'll be a panelist in a few weeks, in the first week in December, out in St. Croix. So gave me a little added motivation in terms of how to conduct myself, all that kind of stuff. Now, I didn't attend the event per se, but I was there as people were arriving and see how things were setting up and all that stuff, right? So before Kristen got there, who was the other panelist aside from Bob, sitting next to Bob, before she got there, I looked her up, right? I looked her up and I read an article on her. It was an article that was written in Shout Out Miami, and I actually have a feature in that same publication as well. But I read an article about her, and I read through everything and saw what she was all about, loved what she was all about. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually get a chance to meet her, because the event started later and I wasn't sure if I was going to be gone by the time she got there. But luckily I did have a chance to meet her. And when I did, immediately I just gave her flowers. Gave her flowers, started talking about, man, love how you did this. I love how you spread the books around. I love with this, all these things I knew about her before she even walked in the door. And then when she actually finally was setting up and I happened to be in the cafeteria with her, I just asked her, what's the process like? How do I get my books involved in something about what you're doing? And how's this, how's that? All those kinds of things happen. Now, even though nothing actually may have materialized in that moment, the point of the spirit and the point of me telling you all this, and the thing I want you to extract for all of this, is that nowadays, as I tell you all the time, the world is shrinking, and nowadays the resources are there. The resources are there for you to do and go out and get whatever it is you need to get. But you have to have the right mindset, and you have to be asking the right questions going in, and you have to be willing to put yourself out there online, right? Put your story and put your information out there online so people can find you, and you never know what can happen from that. All right. Again, I didn't know who this lady was, but now again, this is someone that if let's say I see her 3 or 4 months down the line, she sees me doing what I'm doing, she, remembers me from that, that quick little introduction that we had at the Center for Creative Education. Who knows what can happen, right? Because now I've met her, I've introduced myself, I opened up my mouth and made sure that there was a connection, that we actually saw each other face to face. And you never know where these little connections can lead you to, all right? And I'll close you out with this phrase. It was a great quote, Jay-Z quote. It's a song, I can't even remember the name of the song. He's put, so many out there, but I remember there was a hard line that he said that I want to repeat for you guys today as I close out. He says, whatever gets said, they could take it how they want it. A closed mouth don't get fed. All right, whatever gets said, they can take it how they want it. A closed mouth don't get fed. Meaning, if you're going to eat, right? If you're going to eat, you got to open up your mouth, say something, speak on something, believe in something, and really, talk it from the heart. All right. Main website to check out to dive deeper into my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.